What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Real Estate Tip Tuesday. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Katie. Hey, everyone. Welcome back.
Yes. So I'm excited to talk about this because I get this question quite often. The rules for purchasing a manufactured home are a little bit different than purchasing what we would refer to as a stick-built home. Is that right?
Yeah, there really are. With the jump in home prices that we've seen, there's been an increased demand for manufacturing homes. The median sales price for a single family home, I was looking at this, it's basically nationwide, it jumped from 334,000 to 413,000 in the past 5 years. That's about a
Mm.
23% increase. But manufactured homes are typically about 30 to 40% less in price than these single family properties. So it's much more affordable options, and we're seeing a lot of buyers taking advantage of these homes. But as you said, Katie, something to be aware of, these homes that they have stricter requirements than single family properties. So it's important to have a team that's very familiar with these homes, like Katie's team. I know you guys do,
We do.
and lenders as well. Like our team. So just a few examples: manufactured homes, they have to be built after June 15th, 1976. This is when the Housing and Urban Development really came out with their minimum construction standards for manufactured homes. So on top of that, you have to own the land. It can't be leased. The property couldn't have been moved actually from one piece of land to another. It had to only have one location. And you also need something called an engineering certification, really just kind of confirming the foundation is structurally sound. And this could be an extra cost as well on top of, an appraisal and an inspection. So, that's just to name kind of a few things. So if you are going this route, we recommend finding a team that's very familiar with these kind of properties to guide you through the purchase, kind of like us, Katie and myself. But there are great deals, some really beautiful manufactured homes out there with a lot of land. So,
Yeah.
it's important to do your research before moving forward.
100%. And you took the words right out of my mouth, Ryan. Is a lot of times these homes are on a nice big piece of property, and that's really attractive to a lot of buyers these days, especially buyers that are wanting to garden. Maybe they want to have chickens, and kind of be a little bit more self-sufficient in terms of growing their own food and gardening and that kind of thing. I've noticed that quite a bit. Question for you, though, because this is another question that we get pretty often. There are some communities here in the greater Phoenix area, like you had mentioned, it can't be on leased land. So can you explain a bit about these communities that do have mobile homes that are on leased land and what the difference is there?
Yeah, so like on a manufactured home, for conventional financing, you have to own the land, but leased land are usually these mobile home parks. And
Right.
and you don't own the land, and it could get pretty expensive. We see leased land prices anywhere between $500 to $1,000 a month, actually.
And
So
more.
yeah,
Yeah.
or more. So sometimes it could be deceiving because you can see a great looking manufactured home for a very low price. Usually, when you dig a little deeper, the reason why the price is so low is because of that land lease. So those are harder to finance because it's not conventional FHA or VA really that allow it. There are
Mhm.
specialty manufactured home lenders out there. It usually requires a larger down payment, higher interest rate because these are very unique properties. But if that's something you find and you want to move forward and you're okay not owning that land, there are options out there.
Absolutely. And, there's definitely some positives to it. For example, if you're a winter visitor, we see it a lot in the 55 plus communities, the active adult communities. And that's really helpful for the winter visitors because it's kind of a lock and leave situation. They have a clubhouse, they have maybe workout facility, that kind of thing, pool, indoor, outdoor. I mean, we see all sorts of amenities at these types of communities. So those are definitely things to consider as well.
Yeah, it could be a great option for the right buyers. Absolutely.
Totally agree. All right, Ryan. Well, thank you so much for that little snapshot on buying a manufactured home. If you guys want to check out any of our previous episodes, hop on over to YouTube. We are at Team EvoAZ. That is our handle. Scroll down just a little ways. You will see the Real Estate Tip Tuesday playlist. We got hundreds of videos in there, guys. Very short tips, anything and everything real estate and mortgage just for you. If you prefer the podcast style, maybe you run a lot, bike a lot, hike a lot, then on your favorite podcast platform, do a quick search for Arizona Real Estate Radio. There you'll find us, like, follow, download, all the things. You'll never miss a beat. We will see you next week, Ryan. Thank you.
Thanks, Katie. Thanks, everyone.
Looking for the right home loan can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Ryan Gilliam, an Arizona native with 20 years of experience helping families find the best mortgage solution for their needs. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, I make the process simple, stress-free, and tailored just for you. I help you access better rates, offer guidance tailored to your goals, and make the mortgage approval process easier every step of the way. Your best mortgage starts with the right partner. Let's make your home goals happen. Reach out today.